let me give you this right quick. So this past week I've been in the worst pain, root canal pain, and this is my second root canal. Um, I didn't cry during childbirth, but I cried for this root canal. And so today is Thursday, so I had the root canal on Monday. It was a little bit unexpected. Um, mm, the pain made me groan, made me lay in my bed. I left the appointment and got home around 3:30, and I went straight to the bed because there was no way I was going to try to push through that pain. And the more that the numbness wore off, the more the pain and the throbbing and the pounding came through, to the point that the next day I called the dentist and said, hey, y'all got to give me something else because this little Motrin and Tylenol, my jaw pain is saying, who gonna check me, boo? It's like these starter locks are like, I got to put water on them just to tame them because they like, and that's how pain, woo. And this pain I could not fully surrender to because I had to get some help. And they gave me some help to get me through the worst part. But today I'm in there cooking my cabbage and I feel these little shooters go through, like the little nerves are still one last like that, right? And then I thought, and I was standing there, thanking God and just being grateful to God for where I am and what He's doing. And I thought about this pain that's better today than it was Monday when it was almost unbearable, where I laid in the bed and moaned and groaned and cried and called on Jesus. And then I said something out to myself that I have had to say to myself before and that I've shared with people before, and I'm going to do it again today. The pain, even when it's unbearable, it serves a purpose. The most unbearable pain, emotionally, heartbreak, it serves a purpose. So don't curse it. You're hurting right now. Don't curse your pain. Do what you can to soothe yourself, to comfort yourself. But understand that the thing that caused the pain. And the pain is an amazing indicator of where you are in your healing process. And that's why you can't just make the pain just completely disappear, because one day it's like, I can't take it. I ain't gonna be able to do this. And then the next day it's like, it's a little bit better, but it's still like, come on now, Jesus. And then every day, if you pay attention, you're growing through the pain. And the pain is being an indicator to you of where you are in your healing process, because today does not hurt as bad as 2 days ago. This week does not hurt as bad as last week. This year, you don't feel any of the pain you felt last year. Although you remember it, you remember how you felt, your thoughts, what went through your mind. You remember the kind of prayers you prayed. But today, from last year, all that pain is gone. So let pain serve its purpose. There is a purpose, because if it wasn't for you feeling the pain, you wouldn't know when you're healed. Watch out. You wouldn't know when you was healed if you wasn't hurting, because you get to feel that pain leave your body. And I know we would like for it to just be gone, but our growth happens in there. Our faith muscles get strengthened in there. While we're hurting, we're learning lessons, right? Because now you're listening with your hard-headed tail when you wasn't listening before. And that's neither here nor there, because none of us listen all the time, right? But let your pain teach you about healing. Let your pain guide you and show you where you are in your process and how much progress you're making. Pain serves a purpose. And that purpose is not to cause you to be bitter and hateful and walk around and not be able to forgive. But we'll talk about forgiveness and pain later. But I just want to say this to you today. Pain has a purpose. Let that heifer serve that purpose, because that pain is going to guide you day by day by day, showing you where you are in your process of healing and letting you know you are making progress even though you're still hurting, because today don't hurt nowhere near like it was hurting last week or last month, right? You're moving forward. It's okay. You're doing good. The previous version of yourself is so happy for where you are today, because the other person, the person you were last week when that pain first hit you, or last year when that pain first hit you, you was ready to just leave here. You feel like everybody be better off without you. You feel like it would be better just to not be here no more in order for you to not feel the pain. But the pain walked with you. It subsided, and now look at you. You don't feel it anymore, or you don't feel it as bad, right? So in my mouth, I can chew over here now a little bit, right? Now instead of this throbbing and the pounding, there's just a little shoot here and a little shoot there, because I've moved along in my healing process. So you're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. I know it still hurt, but it don't hurt as bad as it did before, right? And in a few more days, it's going to hurt even less. And even if you have a setback, even if something comes up and then as you all over again, that'll pass too. And guess what? You won't feel that again. So it's okay. You're doing great. Your former self is cheering you on. She's like, you doing better than you think you're doing. You're doing better than you think you're doing. Keep going through the pain. Push through it. And you're going to be just fine. Whew.